juice actually makes quite good hair gel, you know. Hey guys, Vaping here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this. We've already looked at it, yeah I know. This is the Hurricane from ePhoenix version 2. But I've actually got an upgrade for it now, or in my opinion an upgrade, an additional part. I've got the dual coil deck for this now. If you look very closely you can see there is more wick holes, and that is not the only difference with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down low. I'm going to show you this new dual coil deck compared to the single coil deck with a few extra improvements as well. Then we're going to come back up top. I'm going to show you how to wick it, sort of, as well. I'm going to wick it anyway on camera. Then we're going to come back up top and I'm going to tell you what I feel about the dual coil deck enhancement. See you in a second. Okay guys, here we are up close with the Hurricane V2 with the dual coil deck. Now I've got it with bell cap on, which is good. I prefer it in this setup, the V2. Check out my V2 review if you missed it. So this is what we've got going on now. We have the extra holes, so 4 holes for a strand of cotton for each side of each coil, so 4 holes now. If we compare this, if we pop this cap off, it works the same with the same little bell. If we pop this off, we can now see we've got 2 coils in here. If we pull up the original, the single coil version, you can see there's some other differences as well. Now obviously the airflow was coming through the middle here, right through the middle. Now it's coming through these kidney shape holes, but also on top of that we've also got actual holes here in the actual posts, so you can actually use post holes now, which is great, really good. So we're on this kidney shape air, and we now have post holes as well. And we've still got the really good flathead screwdrivers, still got this brass plated deck. Yeah, so that's your comparison. Here is the deck. I've got 2 very simple coils in there, not the prettiest coils by any stretch, but they do work very well. And so all I need to do is wick it up. Let's put it on top of my carbon fibre V2 Primo. There we go, I've got it on there now. So what we will do now is let's zoom in a touch for your viewing pleasure, and let's wick this up. Okay, so we are nicely wicked up. What we do now is we push the cotton upward and slide the cap on, obviously being quite careful at this point. Get yourself your tweezers out, just get all this cotton upward. You don't want to trap any underneath. Right, so get a little striker, just start fluffing this back up again, building it up a bit. Now you've got it all mangled. Don't forget you have got the option of juice flow control should you need it. Okay, so get that top cap nice and tightly on. As you can see, it's filled up those holes quite considerably now. What we need to do is simply cut it a bit. Quite a lot on this side, and then you want to leave a little bit like that dangling, not quite as much as that, but there we go. You've got a little bit dangling on each side, and then all you do is pack it back. Whoa! Pack it back in like you would sort of like when you see on a clear miser head. You just want to pack it back in a little bit like that, so it ends up looking like that. Nicely juiced up, nicely packed back in. Fill your tank back up. Let's go back out. Fill your tank back up. If using the bell cap, obviously you don't get top fill, so I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to use ePhoenix Sapphire Juice. Why not? I'm going to stick that in here. Pop it in like that, and as it goes down, you get some lovely bubbles in the tank as it all gets going. Let's go back up top. Okay guys, that was the dual coil deck down low. Really messy up close section. Apologies for that. But it's one of those things, it's actually quite intricate, it's quite fiddly. But in a nutshell, you know, you just want 2 standard coils, cotton going through it, push it all to the top, put your cap back on, juice it up a bit, push them down the sides, screw the cap on, cut the edges off, push it all back into the holes a little bit, and you are golden. That is how you do it. How does it vape with this dual coil deck on? Right, here we go. We're at 44.4 watts with a 0.3 coil. And I've got, what have I got? What's it called? Sapphire from ePhoenix inside this tank. It's like a tobacco coconutty thing, very nice. Okay, so that's how it vapes. If you want a comparison to the single coil version, this is the junior, but it's very, very similar. So the difference for me between the two, I really like the junior and I really like the single coil deck, but this in the V2 with this dual coil deck, I really think it takes it to another level. It really does. You've got the 2 coils, so you've got that extra additional power, heat, whatever you want to call it, but you've got the right amount of wicking for those 2 coils now with this. The airflow turned into the kidney shape holes, I think, is fantastic. It just feels smoother, quieter, swooshier. It's just the right amount. The kidney shape goes right underneath your microcoils, just perfect amount of size. It feels so smooth. The flavour is fantastic. And again, a really big improvement, another big improvement in my opinion, is the post holes. It just makes it so much easier to stick those coils in my opinion, than wrapping it around a screw. Much prefer that. I think it's really good. Don't forget, you've got the juice flow control should you want it, should you need it. It's the bell cap juice flow control that you just slide on. So if you find it wicking too fast, turn it upside down, take the cap off, put your juice flow control cap on. You know, maybe cut them in half, something like that. But I find doing it the way I do it, where you let it go out and push it back in, it always seems to wick about the right speed. I hope that's coming across on mic, how much quieter and swooshy that is. Hopefully that's coming across. It feels really smooth, really tasty, really nice, really clean, wicking really well. I think it's a massive upgrade. I think it completely validates the V2 in terms of a worthwhile tank to get. In my opinion, if I was ePhoenix, I would do a special edition V2 that didn't come with the metal cap case at all, the metal everything. I would do it just with only the dual coil deck, just so it just comes with the dual coil deck and with the bell cap. I would do a version like that available. Maybe if you can get the price down by having so many less parts, do that. I would do that. And I tell you what, people be raving about this. This is a proper tank with this dual coil on. Really, really good, in my opinion. So that's me. I've been Vic, and I'll see you again soon. Got loads more to do, including this Primo V2 from Joytech. So stay tuned for that, and loads more stuff. So see you again soon.